Don't want to scare this dog here. Nice looking dog. She's very friendly. But sometimes dogs don't like motorcycles, so. Wind our way out of our complex here and then head out. Then take the back roads. It's just much more relaxing. Not much to see on the freeway anyway. So I'll just take a nice gentle cruise down there. This park is down by the kind of has a good view of the mountains down there. So it's a nice little drive. Nothing special, but it's a nice drive. It's always pretty going in and out of our park here. The main entrance is very nice. Got the mountains in the distance there. Kind of the direction I'm heading, but I won't be getting into the mountains or anything. Just get out there where you'll be able to see them maybe. Give one more glance over my shoulder as I'm merging into traffic, just in case I've missed something. I had to tilt that camera tilted just a little bit too far. The camera was tilted a little bit too far back, so I tilted it back a little. Hopefully it's still pointed in the right direction. I had to tilt it so I could close my face shield. I think it's still okay. Ooh, they came to almost a complete stop there, didn't they? Yeah, I think it's pointed right. I think it's working anyway. We will see. An absolutely beautiful day here. Probably 60 degrees right now. Great day for a ride. Great day to play pickleball. I closed my helmet, so I don't know if you can hear me now. Probably not as well. I'll add some voiceover if I need to. Oh goodness, we don't have to stop on a green light, folks. This is Baseline Road I'm taking. It runs all the way through Mesa and I think clear into Phoenix even. You can see the Superstition Mountains over there. So you can see those. They're kind of the backdrop for a lot of the stuff that we have here. I'm going down to Apache Junction. I live in Mesa, so it's not a long drive. And like I said, it's just kind of pleasant being on the bike on the back roads here. Although I wouldn't call this actually a back road. I mean, speed limit's 45. It's just a city surface street. As you can see, we live in a nice part of Mesa, and it's very handy because we're right freeway on-ramps, both the 101 or the 202 and the 60. There you get a good view of the Superstition. Very pretty up there. Kind of nice living close to the mountain. And of course, when it is hot here, if you want to get away from the heat, you can go up to the mountains. You know, an hour and a half drive, you can be up where it's much cooler if you want to. We don't typically mind the heat all that much, but it is nice to go up there. Sometimes even take the motorcycle up there, go to a casino or something like that, just to get away. Kind of crossing over into Apache Junction now, but we're clear on the south end. We're really south of it. You see, this isn't built up, although there are some houses here, and then there's some resort style places down here too. A couple of them are pretty nice. We did look at a few of them when we were out and about looking, and they're pretty nice. We kind of like our place better, but that's a personal preference thing. There's not that much difference in them. Even price wise, there isn't that much difference. Houses are a little less expensive, but the fees are about the same. And the houses aren't that much different either. You can see when you're in the valley, we've got mountains pretty much all around us. Most every direction you go. That's why when we take the camper, we have to go up and down mountains no matter where we go to get out of here. So, which is okay. It's scenic, but you do have to make sure you have enough power to pull your trailer. Of course, on a motorcycle, it makes a little difference, especially this one. This is not a super fast motorcycle, but it's got a big engine, has a lot of torque. So, and it's fuel injected, so it compensates for the altitude. It just goes right up the hills. But truthfully, even when I had my 650, which was carbureted, I went up and over mountains with that and really never had any trouble with it. I wouldn't say it was overpowered, but it had plenty of pop to get me up, go exceed the speed limit anywhere I wanted to go. There you see a little bit of desert landscape. Again, this isn't really, there's a golf course on the left side. This isn't really desert as much as just vacant lots. One thing I wish this bike had was a gear indicator. Often I'll upshift into high gear because I don't know whether I'm in third or fourth or what gear I'm in all the time when I'm driving along on roads like this. Usually go in fourth gear up to anytime I'm below 60. The speed limit's 45 here, usually traveling about 50, so fourth gear works about perfect. Now we're on Idaho Road. You can see we're heading right to the mountain. Again, we aren't going to get all the way there. They look like they're really close, like they're about 2 miles down there, but this is a ways down there. So we'll basically go all the way through Apache Junction, just clear on the north end of it is where I'm going to play pickleball. But I do have to make a stop at the rec center on the way, so I'll stop there. I won't film that stop, although I may film going into the parking lot. But so this is Idaho Road. Goes down through Apache Junction. One of the handfuls of more or less major roads that they have going down here. There's a Waffle House there. I've not eaten there, probably won't. We used to eat at Waffle House. Don't do it anymore. See, there's some more RV resorts. Out here there's RV resorts, and then there's also, like we live into, which is a community with manufactured homes. And those can be, there's a pretty big variance. In our place, they're all set on a foundation with a crawl space under them. But set down on the ground. In some places they're set up so you have steps going up in. So, but they're just different, but they're all quite similar. I'm gonna move over so he doesn't decide to pull over and get me. Apache Junction appears to be a little older. At least this section of it. There's a lot of places that are a little older, a little more run down, although there are some nice houses too, obviously. There's a newer division there, subdivision. It looks nice. Again, another RV resort. RVs means either a full-type trailer, motorhome, fifth wheel, or what they call park models, which are basically about 400 square feet, and then sometimes they'll add on what they call an Arizona room, another finished room that'll expand the size of the. There's a trailer park there. Those are mobile homes, which is something a little different too. And sometimes they're mixed in the same park. You'll have mobile homes and park models and manufactured homes all together. Another RV resort. Some of the park models can be quite elaborate. They get pretty pricey, and but they're very nice. And we had a nice park model when we first moved out here, and we liked it. We like our current home a little better. Mainly, there's absolutely no steps, and we have the 2 bedrooms, 2 baths, which is kind of nice. But we could easily move back into a park model and be very happy there. There's a little motorhome. That's a smaller motorhome, not a real big one. Have a toy on the back. Now this is, well, it says Old West Highway here, but it's Apache Trail, which turns into Main Street, which runs all the way through Mesa and then clear down into, it probably goes all the way to Phoenix. If I was going to go that far and it wasn't taking the freeway, I wouldn't take Main Street. I'd probably take, one of these other streets that are a shade less busy, and that street is so rough, it really needs sections of it. Even on a motorcycle, you're just getting your teeth rattled out of your head. It's actually a nice size little motorhome there, not too big. I thought it was a Class A, but I don't think it is. It might be a Class B because it's got the more truck chassis. Class A is like a bus. Yeah, that's not a Class A, but that's a nice looking little rig. Not real big, but big enough. We found our trailer is well, the box itself is 24 feet. Overall, it's close to 30 feet. but that's not a huge trailer. And we found we've been very comfortable in it when we've gone on extended trips. We did 7 weeks in it, really did not get tired of it, did not feel cramped. We were very happy in it. So I don't think you need a huge rig. The big thing is if you're going to spend the whole winter, if you're going to spend several months in it, you start to run low on storage. And our trailer doesn't have a ton of storage. We put a lot of stuff in the back of the pickup. But, you know, if we were going to live in it, if we were snowbirds somewhere and we're going to live in it for 6 months, it just wouldn't, it'd be tough because you really have to restrict what you were bringing. Now I'm going to go straight, but I'm going to see my turnoff coming up here. I go in, multi-generation center is the recreation center that I have to stop at, and it's by the library up here. So I'll be turning in shortly. Take a little stop, and then I'll be heading back on the road. Yet another RV resort. And you can just see, if you can see it there, I mean, there's some park models, there's RVs, there's all kinds of stuff in there. And that's very typical of what you have. Some of them have a lot more amenities than others.
I'm going to pull in here and take care of my business that I need to do. I'll start the video up again when I'm back out on the road heading further down.
Multi-generational center. And here we are, back on the road. It's a very nice day. It's a little breezy, but not too bad. Nice day for playing pickleball or riding a motorcycle or golf or just about anything you'd ever want to do here. Okay. There's a school. So you don't want to speed through this area. Both because you don't want a ticket, but I really don't want to run over some kid. Even on a motorcycle, that's going to ruin everybody's day. Especially this one. It's pretty heavy. One of these days I'll have to take a little drive up in the mountains and film it. One thing I'm seeing, my battery life is not very good with these things. So I may need to hook up a charger on the bike so I can charge the battery while I'm driving. Of course, I'm not sure anybody wants to see 2 or 3 hours of me driving anyway. I certainly don't. So now we've gone through Apache Junction. Apache Junction is kind of a long, narrow town. It stretches out several miles east-west, but north-south there's not much to it. You can see there's some pretty scenery out here. I'm going right down there to that park. But I think I'll just take a little drive up further.
I just received a phone call here, which was kind of interesting. Normally when I receive a phone call, it rings on there and I have to tap a button. So I don't know why it answered without me doing that. Possibly because I was talking. I don't know if it's set up to do that. But anyway, so I had to chat a little bit with somebody here. But other than that, no big deal.
Okay. All right. I'll switch the sign up. What's that? Oh. Okay. Okay. Well, it'll work out one way or the other. All righty. Bye. Yeah, that was really strange. I was just riding along and all of a sudden I had a phone call. I didn't have to hit the button to answer it. I'm not going to go very far up here. Just kind of look at the scenery a little bit. I know I've driven up here before, but it's been a while. Some of these folks have the mountain right in their backyard. I guess that means I should watch what I say while I'm driving this if somebody's going to hear me. You know, I think I came up here somewhere around up here where I had some friends and we played pickleball. But I can't remember. Something out here. Yeah, I'm not going to go too much further. Mess around up here and then be late getting down there. That'd be funny. People up there. Unless that's, I can't tell. Looks like there's people up there on that mountain, unless that's a sign or something somebody put up there. Looks like a red shirt. I bet it's just something somebody put up there. But somebody's clearly been up there. No, I think that's people up there. Wow. Okay, well, I'm going to turn around up here. Probably won't go off-roading with this bike. Wow. That'd be a good place to take the Trail 90 up in here. Might have to remember that. Okay, now I'm going to go down to the pickleball courts and then I'll shut off the video. What I'll need to do then is stop in and get our last date set up. Here we are at Prospector Park. It's a nice little park. They've got softball fields and tennis courts, pickleball courts. I think they've got racquetball, I think, in there. Racquetball or handball or something they've got in there. Of course, they have a picnic area and a playground. It's pretty nice. I think think it's kind of underutilized as far as some of the stuff, although there's a baseball or softball game going on in there now. And to be fair, I haven't played pickleball here for a year or two, so I don't know how busy the pickleball courts are, but I suspect their peak times they probably get a fair amount of use. Other than that, probably not so much. There are people playing. Should have. Come in this way, park here. Okay. So that is done.